Joining me now is a very special guest, the legendary one and only Sunil Gavaskar joins us. Appreciate you joining us, Mr. Gavaskar. Would I be right in saying that this is a new low for Indian Test cricket, losing to South Africa by 408 runs on the back of that defeat in Kolkata, losing 3 tests at home against New Zealand last year? It seems that Indian Test cricket is at a low point. Am I right?
Well, first and foremost, a disclaimer. I was in Mudanali over the last 5-6 days for the 100th birth anniversary celebrations of Sri Satya Sai Baba, so I didn't watch a single ball of what happened in Guwahati. So really don't know what happened, except in getting to know before I boarded the flight to Mumbai that India had lost the game by the biggest margin they ever have. But I think we need to remember that last year, losing 3-0 to New Zealand for me was perhaps even worse than losing to the world champions. Today, South Africa are the world champions, and to lose to them is not great, of course. But I don't think it's the lowest point. I think the lowest point last was losing all 3 test matches to New Zealand last year.
But is there something structurally wrong when you lose 5 test matches in a row to two of the Sena teams, South Africa and New Zealand? I mean, for years we never lost at home. So there seems to be something that's gone badly wrong. Can you put a finger at it?
More than things going badly wrong from the Indian point of view, I think it's the preparation of both these teams that needs to be lauded. Because if you had a look at what New Zealand had done before they came to India, they played a series in Sri Lanka. So they got used to the weather conditions, they got used to the pitches over there, and so did the South Africans. They went to Pakistan in October, just before they came to India. I think they had a little bit of a break before they came to India, and I think the A team was in India playing against the India A team. So some of them were prepared, who then came on to play in the test matches. So their preparation, I think, was a lot more thorough than a lot of other teams. A lot of other teams just come to India and then find it difficult. But both these teams did their preparations really well.
But by contrast, our preparations were nowhere near as good. Some of our players were playing an ODI tournament in Australia. Maybe they should have had a camp or played some matches leading up to this on Indian turning wickets. I mean, it's one thing the foreign teams preparing well, but we don't seem to get our act together, to be very honest.
Yes, I think that is the way the market forces are. The market forces at the moment mean that India is a team that is asked to be in other countries just about every year, because that boosts their TV revenue. See, last year India played 5 test matches in Australia, and what happens this year again? We go to Australia in the middle of our season. I think that is the thing that India needs to be very strong about, that Australia doesn't go anywhere during their season. India should also say to other teams, look, buddies, our season is more important. You want to play against us, you come to India. That is what India needs to do. Playing this one-day series, playing this one-day series or T20 series in Australia, yes, between 2 test series didn't make any sense. But that was a bilateral arrangement that had to be, adhered to.
But isn't that the problem, Mr. Gavaskar, that we seem to be focusing excessively on white ball cricket, on IPL, instead of giving Test cricket the true importance it deserves? Red ball and white ball cricket are 2 completely different sports now.
No, they may be. But here, I think it was the bilateral agreement. We could have, for example, had the Australia one-day series, which in my view was really nothing. Yes, the T20, because we have a T20 World Cup coming up, a T20 series makes sense. But playing those 3 one-day games didn't really make any sense, because there's no one-day competition, international ICC competition for maybe 2 years till 2027. So we didn't have to do that. But so if you had that first,
or at least maybe pick. Sure, or at least maybe pick a very different team. The point I'm getting at is today a lot of people are venting on Gautam Gambhir, Mr. Gavaskar, that the coach of the team, according to them, should be held accountable. They virtually are accusing him of driving away some of the older players, the Kohlis, the Rohit Sharmas, the Ashwins. and that he's chopping and changing, bringing in bits and pieces, all-rounders, shuffling the batting order, not ensuring stability. How do you respond? Is Gautam Gambhir the problem?
He's a coach. The coach can prepare a team. The coach can tell, guide with his experience. But it's out there in the middle that the players have to deliver. Now, to those who are asking, for him to be held accountable, my counter question is, what did you do when India won the Champions Trophy under him? What did you do when India won the Asia Cup under him? Did you say then, you're asking for his sacking now, did you say then that he should be given an extended contract, a contract for life for one-day cricket and for T20 cricket? You didn't say that. So it's only when a team doesn't do well, you look at the coach. So when the
No, but
team
that's a
loses,
separate game, Mr. Gavaskar. Sorry to intervene. That's a separate game. White ball versus red ball. Red ball has a different coach and white ball has a different coach.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. You have coaches, for example, Brendan McCullum is the coach for all three formats for England. A lot of countries have a coach which is there for all formats, but we tend to only look and point a finger at somebody when the team has lost. You're not prepared to give him credit. If you're not prepared to give him credit for the Champions Trophy and the Asian Cup win, then then please tell me why you want to blame him for the team out there on that 22 yards not doing well. Why are you blaming him?
So what's the road ahead? I mean, is it that, as you then say, in a couple of months, there's the T20 World Cup. We could well win that. We are the best white ball team. Then there will be the IPL, and everyone will forget about our Test cricket. Is there a real serious problem? I come back to it, that we don't take this 5-day format seriously enough. All the focus, all the attention is winning white ball tournaments, and that is affecting technique, it's affecting choice of teams. Players are being picked on their IPL form instead of being picked on their long format form.
No, I disagree. I don't think India is not taking Test cricket seriously. India is taking all formats of the game seriously. It's just that at the one-day level, the white ball game, we are a lot better than in the red ball game. But as we saw in England recently, the way we batted, the way we bowled, everywhere that we did, we were absolutely brilliant. And I think, that is the key. The key is to be able to play a lot of this before you go and play a Test series. Historically, India starts a series by losing. Then as they get used to the conditions, they start to play better. That's been the case for donkey's years now. And I think that is what we need to do, in the sense that we need to go out and play a lot more in that country where we are going. We play maybe 3-day matches, maybe a 4-day game, and not intra-squad game. Intra-squad game, the bowlers are not, your fast bowlers are not really going to go flat out. One, for fear of injuring one of your own batters, and for fear of, spending too much before they are ready for the Test match. So I think... you wouldn't
make, Mr. Gavaskar, you would not make wholesale changes in this team. You're saying the players are good enough, they just need to be better prepared. Am I correct?
Yes, I think they need to be better prepared. That's the most important thing. You've got to give them the chance to be better prepared for Test match cricket. And so therefore your scheduling has to be right. I was talking about the scheduling of what New Zealand did last year, going to Sri Lanka and then coming to India, what South Africa did just now, going to Pakistan and then coming to India. So I think the scheduling is a very, very important aspect. And I think it's over here that you have to be looking at what is good for Indian cricket and not looking what is good for somebody else's coffers.
So in conclusion, to all those who are outraging today and saying sack the coach, sack the players, bring in wholesale changes, you're saying relax, just change the way we prepare.
I'm not saying relax, because no defeat is palatable. No defeat is palatable. I'm not saying relax. I'm just saying that you need to do a proper, a thorough sort of post-mortem as to the areas that you need to strengthen at the Test level. That is something that you need to do. And for that, I think. I think.
Yes, go ahead.
You need to bring in an outside perspective. Not within that, the confines of the selection committee and the coaching staff and the team. You need to bring people who are connected with the game, but who are just outside, who will bring another perspective. Take a Ravi Shastri, for example. Take a Rahul Dravid, your two earlier coaches. Take an Anil Kumble. Take a Saurav Ganguly. Get them together. Sachin Tendulkar, Virendra
Sunil
Sehwag. I mean,
Gavaskar.
no,
Sunil
no, no,
Gavaskar.
no,
Now, why
no,
can't
no, no,
why can't 5, 6 of you do a review of the state of Indian cricket and give a report that is made public?
because these people who I mentioned have just finished playing cricket, retired only about 5, 8, 10 years ago, and they are better versed with that than I, who retired 30 years ago. And that's why I named these people. To take them, sit with them, and formulate for the next 5 years what Indian cricket should be doing. What you play one-day cricket, you have a World Cup coming up, then focus on the one-day 50 overs game. How you focus, how you organize your domestic international tour and your overseas international tour. All that you need to do. First and foremost, I'm here for a long time now. I have no idea who takes cricketing calls in the BCCI. Who takes these cricketing calls in the BCCI? Nobody knows. And which is the reason I think, I'm suggesting these names because these names are wonderful cricketers who played with pride for their country. They brought glory to the country as players and coaches, and their inputs will be invaluable. I might have missed a name here and there, so please forgive me. But I think these few names that you take, and you sit with Gautam Gambhir and the selection committee, then as a group, 8, 10 people come together, you will be able to find out, what is the best way forward.
I think that's a great suggestion. I am adding your name to that list and creating a vision document that you need to prepare for Indian cricket. But it's the need of the hour. And I like the idea that you need some external voices to come in perhaps and remove the players and the coaches from the echo chambers that they may otherwise live in. Indian cricket, in that sense, needs a thorough review. And I'm glad that you've suggested that, Mr. Gavaskar. Stay well as always. And thank you very much for joining me.